Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DarkPhoenix Gaming, and you are watching Kaiserreich, Legacy of the Weltkrieg. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dark, and this is slightly different from what I was originally supposed to do. I had on my schedule for today, actually, that I would be streaming Morrowind, doing some mod testing. This is my usual Saturday thing. But, as you well know, I have a lot of streams happening right now. Specifically, I have about 5 stream series, and I would like to reduce that. I feel like 3 is a more manageable number, given some of the stuff I'm doing right now IRL, and some of the things that I will be starting very soon. And because Kaiserreich is the shortest of the series that I have going on right now, I figured it would be best if I concluded Kaiserreich so I can spend more time on the longer ones. I figured it would be best, so we're going to play Kaiserreich today. That plus it's basically one of my favorite mods, and at this point, I basically consider Kaiserreich to be a game in its own right. Not merely a mod for Hearts of Iron 4. As a result, like I said, it's one of my favorites, so I just really like playing it. In fact, I've probably spent more time playing Kaiserreich than any other mod or game outside of Stellaris right now. In fact, I'm gonna go and open up Steam and check my hours played just to confirm that. In fact, I'm gonna go see what games have I played the most hours of. Oh, well, it turns out Hearts of Iron 4, which is about 99% Kaiserreich, is currently in 4th place for hours played. If you're curious about that, then my number 1 game is Stellaris, with just shy of 900 hours. Europa Universalis 4 with about 700 hours. Crusader Kings 2 with 505 hours, and Hearts of Iron 4 with 455 hours. So it's up there. It's not the one I played the absolute most of, but it is significant. And I haven't played EU4 in so long, I'd honestly forgotten that used to be one of my favorite Paradox games, but they made so many changes to the mechanics and the like that after a while I was just not having a whole lot of luck when it came to actually doing a good job with the mechanics and shit. I didn't really get things all that well. Anyway, should probably get started. The main things from last time were also the main things from the episode before that, or series, stream before that, rather. And that we're currently engaged in 2 separate civil wars. I have volunteers fighting the American Civil War against the CSA, as I'm aiding the American Union state in that, in hopes that I'll get them on my side somehow. They're also fighting the Pacific States of America, who we have a kind of uneasy truce with right now, as we are both fighting the CSA. And that war is largely a stalemate. It's a little bit of gaining ground followed by losing some ground. And we are not quite within striking distance of Chicago, the Confederate capital, just yet, but we are slowly but surely rolling up the front. the civil war we're having the most success in I didn't even notice that the CSA still had a bit of southern Texas under their control. Anyways, the civil war we're having more success with is actually the one in Spain, where I am aiding the Spanish central government in their two-front war against the Carlists and the CNTFAI, or the Spanish Socialists, as I'm also going to call them, and mostly do, for that matter. The Spanish Socialists here, you see, they were fighting basically exclusively against the Socialists and leaving the federal Spanish government to deal with the Carlists, because my main concern is seeing that Spain does not turn red. As a result, we are doing all of that. I'm also, of course, ratcheting up my border defenses. And getting divisions in place along the front with the Russian Socialist Republic and the Commune of France. This is interesting. Austria, it appears, has yet to partition Hungary, who they managed to conquer after the Hungarians took issue with their desire to grant autonomy to parts of Transylvania and the like. Right now, we have some divisions over here. I will keep them. Theater. No. Theater. No.
Angetreten.
I didn't mean to do the accidental movement thing.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I didn't mean to do the accidental movement thing.
Achtung! Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle?
So let's cancel that. No. What I
Ihre
was trying
Befehle?
to do was select these 6 divisions. So let's cancel that. No. What I was trying to do was
Befehle?
select these 6 divisions. And I want to assign them to... And I want to assign
Ihre Befehle?
to the end of this general here.
Befehle?
These guys can serve Albert Kesselring here.
Angetreten.
And they can form the beginnings of what will be the army that I place along the Ukrainian front. Because Ukraine is actually a German ally in this. With the exception of Poland, they are one of the only nations in that whole region of what we took it off of Russia, etc., etc., that is not a puppet state. They are our ally. Though their king is a Habsburg, so they do have a German on the throne, or an Austrian rather. Is a Habsburg, so they do have a German on the throne, or an Austrian. So there is that. We are still guaranteeing the independence of Poland, but we no longer have military access to them. Which, if you're wondering, that changed when they became a republic.
Zuhören!
So, now, let's see if there's anything else worth doing. For here, I apparently didn't send the Union State any guns for support. Let's see if that helps at all. I apparently didn't send the Union State any guns for support. Let's see if that helps at all. On that note, we can do some modification to our government. Chief of Staff, let's see. Guderian, you get the job. School of Maneuver dude seems helpful to me. Material design. School of Maneuver dude. Infantry equipment from Mouser for now. I can always change it later. And this shocks me, but apparently the Cairo Pact did not form in this particular game. Unless it's just waiting until late 1938, early 1939 to do that. There is no Cairo Pact at all. The Russian Socialist Republic decided to not start an early war with us by attacking Georgia or Azerbaijan, which is much appreciated. It means we can have a few more divisions on the border when that happens. In any case, unpause the game. What are we missing? Right, we have a few carrier fighters and carrier bombers that are not that we need, because I had an event that gave me some extra stuff, including carriers, fighters and bombers. Oh yeah, that was the other thing from last time. The natives have risen up against the Dutch over in the East Indies. Insulindia has been one of the oldest European colonies, coming under the rule of the Dutch government in 1800, and ruled the Dutch East India Company far earlier. The state of affairs may not last much longer, however, as amid a background of growing instability and anger against the Dutch colonial overlords, Sukarno, one of the most influential figures in the Insulindian independence movement, led an armed uprising to drive out colonial forces, declared the beginning of the Insulindian National Revolution. Though the rebels faced deficiencies in equipment and training compared to the Dutch, they have the advantage of fighting on their home terrain against an enemy that must supply its forces from thousands of miles away. Whoever wins, Insulindia has been changed forever. Another blow to European power. And we may have also lost Indochina to European power. Oh, balls. We may have also lost Echo. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute my stream preview. Anyways. We also lost Indochina last time to the Indo-Chinese Union, who are under Tathu Thao. I don't actually know what happened to Ho Chi Minh in the Kaiserreich timeline, to be honest, so if anyone knows that, would be nice to find out. Oh yes, and lest we forget, our colony over in Africa also basically disintegrated, which is not particularly great. So we just have Southwest Africa here, when we had basically 2/3 the continent prior to that. Now, at this point, what I would really like to be able to do, but we don't have the option, is to direct my puppets into a declaration of war to reclaim our African colonial holdings. Which I am certainly going to do. Some point. Re-establish German rule. Ah, they're going down that route to deal such matters, I see. Maybe our puppet down there will manage to get some more of Africa back and we can get those resources again. Because I want them, damn it. I want my African bits and bobs back under my rule. So, as before, most of our stuff is Civil War related right now. And Ireland is requesting our support in face of socialist violations of their neutrality. This gives us an opportunity to recover a part of our sphere of influence and undermine socialist activities in the region. And shall proclaim that Ireland is protected by the Reichspakt. I am hopeful that we will somehow be able to get Ireland to join us, actually. If the odds that are rather long. Goes it over here? Same as ever, I see. Same as ever. And I've taken Jamaica here, or however you say it, off of the Spanish communists. If I wanted to, could I pull this off? Not right now. Let's support their attack over here instead. just do things defensively.
Angetreten.
Would you like to occupy that for me, then just immediately rush back? The Spanish horses are doing it for us, so no need. They're doing it again. Nice. Yes, as you can see, the Kingdom of Spain is our front line against the enemy in this nation is starting to stabilize a lot more. The assassination of Ambassador Albert Dufour von Ferranque. Our ambassador to Austria was found dead in his home in Munich today. The evidence has clearly shown he was murdered by a French anarcho-syndicalist named Gustave Beauvais. Beauvais was found boarding the fast train from Berlin to Trieste, where he planned on crossing the Adriatic Sea into the Socialist Republic of Italy. There's no evidence that this was planned by the French, but it is an outrage just the same. And we have two options here. The execution of the assassin is enough to satisfy the people, or it's time to stand up to these anarchists. This means war. And because we think they might have potentially conceivably killed our diplomat, we declare war on France. No. Going to war with the French in 1938 would, to my mind, not be the best of ideas. The execution will have to suffice for now. We're not just going to randomly go to war. Or because of this, oh no. I'm not that crazy. We managed to achieve our objective over here.
Ausrücken!
Could we... I'm attacking and being attacked over here in the Americas. Halt the attack. Apparently the Brazilians are sending aid as well. Huh. The anti-tank guns are finished. Now, let us... naval base bits.
Befehle!
And you can join our Ukrainian forces. Senate of Najid declared war on Muscat. Najid. Yeah, just more Middle Eastern nonsense, really. Although that sultanate is actually independent, the fact they conquered the Ottoman client kingdom in the region certainly makes them worth watching. Nothing else. Just not too closely.
Befehle!
Okay, you guys up there. stuff. Southwest Africa is under war. They've been embroiled in a civil war ever since Middle Africa's collapse, but they've beaten back the foolish natives. The conflict over, Southwest Africa has invited us to establish rule over them once again. Once our delegates arrived, there were talks floated about reforming Middle Africa, but they remain rumors for now. Then, not all is lost. We may yet restore our rightful dominion over most of Africa. They become a colonial government of ours once again. Very nice. Integrate the Wombo people. They're going immediately down the route that will let them declare some wars of reunification. Nice. Very nice. More African foolishness. As you can see, Honduras has joined the Liberal Pact. What the hell is the Liberal Pact when it's at home? Is Nicaragua in that? Nope. It's Honduras and Guatemala. Okay, have fun with that.
Ihre Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Please.
Achtung!
Yeah. Some progress is being made, but we have to fall back there.
Bereit!
Guys. Push up. A little bit.
Ausrücken!
I think first, aren't they? Or not? Diplomatic moves in Ireland. Diplomats from the Union of Britain have begun to make intimidating moves in Ireland, demanding a number of privileges and reforms. Without a doubt, this is the beginning of a bigger campaign. Oh, not this again. Didn't they learn from their last time messing with the Irish? It never works out. Ever.
Angetreten.
Ever. Let's see. The British menace Ireland. Agents and ambassadors of the Union have launched a diplomatic offensive against Ireland. According to the treaty we have signed with Ireland, we are obliged to aid them in their diplomatic struggle. Shall we warn the British about the foolishness of their actions? Well, yes, to put it bluntly. Warn them to turn back or face German arguments. And by German arguments, we of course mean German battleships. Back the fuck off,
Bereit zum
or face our
Ausrücken.
wrath, bitches.
Ausrücken!
And the Yang Guan clique declares war on the left KMT. So, I think this might be the death warrant of the Kuomintang, as they held out amazingly well against the Anqing up there, but with those guys getting in on it too, I don't think they're gonna last much longer, to be frank.